So, whew, we are.
All right. How's it going, everybody? I'm Josh from Elder Drunken Highlander.
And I'm AK, aka Austin. And welcome to the Drunk Tank.
Today we're going to be talking about some more drama.
Drama bomb in the MTG community, because we got Rick.
Yeah, it's an interesting. We were supposed to be doing a 100 subscribers, like, meet the Elder Drunken Highlander team, because there's more of us than just the two of us here.
Yeah, we're just the ones you've heard from so far, but we got a whole team, and they're all dope. But they're gonna have to hit the back burner right now because our 100 subscriber special is gonna be pushed back a bit.
I mean, let's call it a special, but like
the RC finally made their statement about the Secret Lair. Most of us aren't happy about it, but you know, we'll get to that later. First things first, rest in peace, Rick.
Yeah, it's a strong card. So
Best human tribal leader they've printed to date, I would say.
Literally put human tribals in the Ikoria Commander set, so.
Yeah, and he, like, buffs himself off of his own ability. It's crazy.
That's, pretty obviously pushed. So that's a little frustrating. It's like a good card, and it's like, seems like it'd be strong in Commander, so, whatever. Everyone else also had the same idea as us to make proxies of all the different cards, so we didn't bother making one for Rick because there's already some really good ones out there. So we're going to link some of our favorites in the description.
There's an Odric. I made a suggestion to Thalia, but you know, like, you do whichever one you feel like. It's
Odric.
I know,
perfect.
It's so good.
And his ability,
he's first off, he's a 4-mana 3/3 or 3/4. He's a 4-mana 3/4 that when he enters lets you pick 2 out of 3 abilities on the card to give to all of your humans.
Yeah, it's like
First Strike, Vigilance, or Lifelink. Any 2 of those 3. That's crazy.
It's strong. It's strong. And like the issue really is just like, it's just strong.
Yeah, and you know, we've said it already before. Mechanically unique cards that are this good, like overall, like the whole set of 5 are really good, really strong. That's not cool. Like, they shouldn't be just something that you can only get directly from wizards for a limited amount of time.
But this just confirms the Innistrad theory with the tinfoil hat. I'm just saying.
Yeah, human tribal is important there.
They're totally all gonna be Innistrad cards. Someone pick up the phone because I'm gonna call it. Well, I'm actually wasn't not my theory.
Yeah, it's yeah, the rules committee. I feel like now is about time we address that.
Yeah. So they made their announcement, and it was a big, giant, fat nothing burger. Basically, they said what
they talked around the point, really.
Yeah, they basically said we they said something along the lines of like our not banning these cards isn't an endorsement of these cards, which is like, I guess, the hardest line statement they can make. Which really, to me, like I like I said in the last video, like, I never expected them to ban them. I don't think they should ban them. Like that's just, but I feel like they should have at least said, like, these cards are a bad idea. We don't think Wizards should continue doing stuff like this in the future. We don't think it's healthy for our format, you know, and stuff like that.
They could have said that.
They could have,
but they didn't.
And the reason they didn't is because, like, they did, like, Wizards would just take the format from them.
Yep, like they already tried to do several times, in my opinion.
I don't even think they've tried to do it ever before, but I feel like all they have to do is just, like, tell them, like, they can't use their, like,
property anymore. It's kind of like what happened with Project M in Smash. Like, they got a little too big for their britches, and then Nintendo was like, nah, fam, not anymore.
I don't know anything about that situation at all, actually. I just feel like if the rules committee decided to make a stand, and it wasn't that things would be different, but now we have, like, the community's just even more enraged. Like, I feel like they've shown, like, I think multiple times now that they will want to be like a mouthpiece for Wizards. What it is.
Several of the RC are already employees at Wizards. Like, that's pretty well known at this point.
Yeah, and, like, again, this is nothing against, like, individual members of the rules committee as people. No. Like last episode I said big ups to Sheldon, and I still say big ups to Sheldon. Like
yeah, they're just cool. They're trying to do what's best for the format and themselves. Like, I can't.
They made the format, like, shoutouts, but, like, still, like, I feel like at this point, like, it's nothing they could really do, but, like, Wizards just has so much influence. Like, if they chose to say, like, hey, you can't be in charge of Commander anymore. We're taking control of it. Then what are they gonna do?
But then again,
what can the rules committee do about that?
Power resides where people think power resides. So if we wanted to, we could just default back to the Commander's Rules Committee. But if Wizards just tells them cease and desist or we sue you, then what are they gonna do?
Or even if people don't listen and just play whatever they want, eventually Wizards just gonna control the narrative through just putting out stuff on their website, but the official
new
rules,
players.
Yeah, and new players manipulating new cards, all that stuff. It's something that they can just very easily do if they want to over a period of time. And I feel like the rules committee knows it's just easier just to play ball, which is fair. Unfortunate.
It's unfortunate but fair.
But now we have captain, which is
it's enraging them.
Oh, I don't know if it is.
Yeah,
well, it's enraging the wrong
rules,
people.
It's making the rules committee pretty mad.
Why you gotta? Okay, so this is weird because on the one hand, I feel like the captain needs to happen. The splinter format needs to happen because I don't know what stronger a statement can be made
than the community actually stepping up and being no, this is a community-run format. It started off as fun, and now you're trying to milk us for money, and we don't like that.
That's a statement.
That is what should have been said.
But
it's what's being said in the community itself.
It's I don't know. It's just a very toxic environment in general, as sometimes we can be in the Magic community. But,
yeah. But it's all gaming communities that can get that way. We're pretty protective of our games, but can you blame us? We put a lot of time and investment in it.
Get rid of this.
You don't like abusing the pillow, man?
Yeah, man. No, this is much better, I feel.
Okay, fine.
Alright. I just feel like there's a lot of vitriol towards the rules committee with this, and I feel like the rules committee messed up, but also put yourself in the position of the rules committee and think what choice do you have, really? It's just unfortunate.
And they want to be as hands-off as possible for the format for the most part.
As they should be. Come on, the reason, Commander is so awesome, everyone is so upset that all of this is going the way it is because Commander is fucking awesome, and the rules committee is directly responsible for a good percentage of that. More than half, I'd say 90%, if not more.
Yeah.
The community has a lot of sway and say in Commander, but ultimately the reason the format is so nice is because people who knew what the hell they were doing made it and have guided it throughout its time. And recently, I feel all the questionable decisions that they've made, with the exception of the Flash ban, but that was just honestly
that was a watershed moment.
It was a big paradigm shift because I feel it was the rules committee was really acknowledging and listening to portions of the community. And I feel people do say it's niche, but in the franchise community, it's not niche. It's a big large
Flash is a really strong card, but
we're so off topic.
We're getting to I mean it's not even that far off topic, to be honest. It does have something to do with how the rules committee handles their rulings. They don't want to make a lot of rulings.
Well, yeah,
but then Wizards does things that pushes them to either make rulings or stay silent. Wizards keeps pushing.
Meandering Tower Sheldon.
Turtles.
Because they take a long time to make this, but it's because they want to consider and weigh
they want to hear everything.
Yeah, exactly. They want to make sure they're making the right decision, which I can get by with that. But the issue is recently all the weird things they've done, making the silver bordered legal, and also was definitely
the unset.
Yeah, that was first of all that was annoying. You know who you are, Buzzbark player. You know, that was definitely just happened because Wizards we made these cards and we want people to play them, so you're gonna make them legal in your format because we know that people will not just draft them and play them on their own in the numbers that we want to sell a set. So I mean honestly, the fact that it was legal in Commander might have been the entire premise of them making it to begin with. There's all legendary creatures and those watermarks, basically forced decks that were really easy to make around them, the nature of the format being singleton, made it so that you can play a bunch of different ones and they all synergize really well, and it basically seemed almost built for Commander, to be honest. And that was, I don't know,
that's cool, but also the unsets, I feel
demonstrate that the
weird.
rules committee is firmly under the thumb of Wizards, basically. And not that that's a again, that's not
it's not a bad thing.
No, I would
entirely.
Say, no, it's a bad thing. It's definitely a bad thing, but it's not their fault. Like, what are they gonna do? I still don't think that. I think they're like
they have to play ball because Wizards is just bigger.
Yeah, it's like it sucks. It basically
Wizards is the control player, and the rules committee is trying to play. I don't know, combo.
Worse control.
Yeah,
control
you got to play
less,
ball with the better control player.
Budget control. But that brings me to my point. It's like Wizards is the real issue here. Like captain is a symptom of just like Wizards pushing stuff into the commander format. And while the rules committee did like not do anything about that, like it's not necessarily something that they can do, and B, like their responsibility all the time. Like the issue is that Wizards is doing it, and so like when you make a format like Captain, like you need to make sure that you're aiming it at the right people. You need to make sure that you're making Wizards hurt for this like bullcrap, because like bullshit. Excuse me, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, bullcrap, bullshit, same shit all day.
It's gonna be our running gag.
You gotta hit them where it hurts the most. Their wallet.
Alright,
but yeah, you gotta make sure that they know that we don't support that type of behavior on the part of a company that we have supported. Like, I've been playing for about 10 years, like hardcore. So I've been in the community for a while, and about the same over there too, I'd say. Yeah,
a little bit less. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it pains me to watch that happen, because it's like I feel like the integrity of the game is at stake, because now they're just trying to get money out of people who have, like, some people have taught their grandkids how to play this game at this point. It's been 25 years.
Yeah, for real.
So like, treat us with some respect, not like your cash cow.
And like the way to demonstrate that is to just not buy cards. And I'm not advocating for everyone to not buy cards, but I think that if you strongly believe that this isn't the right direction for the game to be going, you need to not buy cards yourself. And not only that, but you need to communicate to the people who might not be as entrenched as you within like your play group, within the community around you, people who also buy Magic cards like that. And you need to say like, hey, like this is what's going on in the company. There's issues with like the following things that I don't like. And whether it's like the introduction of like non-Magic IPs into your game, whether it's the exclusivity of the cards, whether it's the way that they've been pushing the rules committee around, whether it's the way the commander's been going in general,
or the way that they've been doing standard in general,
cards,
like there's just been like
predatory aspect of arena, whatever it is you don't like about the game, you need to, if you want Wizards to stop doing it, you need to stop putting your money into it, and you need to advocate for your friends to do it too, and you need to make sure when you do it, you're not just saying, fuck Wizards because they're bad. You need to like
articulate your point
eloquently.
And even like go to online forums where Wizards actually has people who go in and look at that over and over again to see what community feedback is. That's the only reason why they even know right now that we are so mad.
I don't even know if they know yet because they haven't said anything. Well, they disabled comments and likes on their stream video with the shoe guy.
I wonder why they did that.
Mark Hagen. Okay, so that's my next point actually. Shoe guy. Mark Hagen. Hagen? I don't know. I didn't watch the video because
we've been kind of busy all week.
I have a job.
And, yeah.
So, but he used to work for Zynga, which is the company that made like Farmville and like a bunch of other games. So you know the business model of like games like Farmville and like Mafia Wars and like those Facebook games like that. Like I'll put a bunch up on the screen around. So I feel like he's the one like kind of like he's the one in charge of the secret lairs and like bringing all this stuff in. And I feel like the issue with like people like that coming into the game is like he works at Zynga for like a number of years. He moved on to a different similar company, and he's going to work at Wizards for a number of years, and he's going to move on to a different similar company. And when he does that, all he wants to do is maximize the profits for the time that he's in there. He doesn't care what's going to happen when he leaves. So it's unfortunate because like that's the attitude that it seems to be adopting, because like I don't know, like toys are losing the video games, which kind of sucks for Hasbro, but
card games are still doing decent.
Yeah, so like Magic's gonna get pushed, and that's what happens. But it's unfortunate that that's the thing with that. If you don't want that to happen, you need to demonstrate by not buying into that kind of stuff and making sure that these people who are in the company have it like show on their quarterly reports, on their resumes, that they fucked up and they didn't make enough money to actually change something. Because until that little number, that little line on like a graph goes down and changes, nothing's gonna happen. They don't give a crap what you think because you're buying cards.
As
and your
long as
friends
you
are
keep
buying
giving
cards.
them money, they don't care.
And I'm not advocating you stop buying cards entirely. Maybe like when the set comes out, like I bought like for Zendikar Rising, I bought like 10 singles that I wanted for like my commander decks, and that's it. And I'm not gonna buy any more than that. Like you don't have to like stop buying cards entirely, but like you don't have to like. You shouldn't go out and buy cards en masse. You shouldn't go out and put tons of money into Arena. You shouldn't encourage like
the behaviors that are going down.
And don't buy the stupid special like fancy products. Like just buy like.
And
like a few things if you want to buy cards, or don't buy cards at all.
Like I mostly trade for everything I have, and
That's true.
I proxy whatever I would eventually get.
That's the next point. Is we're obviously in favor of proxies, and if your play group is totally cool with all proxy decks, like I have some all proxy decks,
like so long as everyone's cool with it, that's the golden rule about Commander and Magic in general. Like it's community over corporate.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I feel like reasonably speaking, there's no difference between a Magic deck like that is made of real cards and a Magic deck that's made of, like, pieces of paper sleeved over basic lands, as long as they look like real cards under the sleeve. Like, and you can read them and look at them and say, like, it's not like black and white. It's
and
like
you
a nice
don't, like,
printout.
bring it to a tournament where actual money and things like that are at stake. Like, so if you're just playing for fun...
Which is Commander in general.
Yeah, Commander's a fun format. Like... Yeah, convention-wise, they used to have tournaments or, like, pods and things like that where stuff would be at stake, like prizes. Don't bring a proxy deck to that. But, like, if you're just playing with your friends, go for it. Like, as long as they're cool with it.
Well, don't be a donkus. And
don't print, like...
Mana Crypt and stuff in your casual deck because it's proxy. Like, if your play group isn't running Mana Crypt in their casual deck, you shouldn't run Mana Crypt in your casual deck when you make a proxy deck.
But if you don't own, like, the CEDH version of a deck and your friends like to play CEDH, proxy up a CEDH deck.
Or if you, like, see a casual deck, like Chainveil Gideon, for example, that might be a little pricey.
Hashtag shameless plug.
To ourselves.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that you want to play, and it seems like something fun, just proxy it and, like, play it for a few games. And if you like it, then you can, like, maybe slowly accumulate the cards if you care about actually getting them. And if you don't like it, just toss the proxies out or flip them over and reuse them. It's just, I feel like, an easy system. I do it all the time. I find decks online from other people that I'm like, ooh, this deck's sick. And I'll, like, proxy it, or I'll play it in a simulator, and I'll test it out. And if I like it, I might try to accumulate some cards for it. Like, it's a fun way to play. So if you don't want to pay Wizards, and you don't want to encourage their bullcrap, just think about, like, not buying less cards and still playing the game, because you want to demonstrate that you're willing to go back to the game if they change their practices. Otherwise, like, they're just gonna scuttle it and get as much money as possible from the sinking ship, which is the worst case scenario.
Like, I see that this is probably gonna be a trend if we don't put our foot down now.
Yeah,
as a community.
It's an awkward time to become a Magic content creator. This is a weird nexus to be coming into the scene.
It is not exactly what I expected to be doing, especially just in general. This year's been a bit rough for everyone.
Yeah.
Moth, sorry.
We're outdoors actually, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, there's probably some ambient crickets.
Yeah.
But
it's not because we're not funny.
We're not funny.
That's true. But it's not, the crickets don't illustrate that.
Okay, Waldorf.
Alright. So
but our point stands. We love you, Wizards, but you're not exactly playing like you love us. That's where I stand.
No.
If you have any comments, concerns, questions, if you just like our content, if you want to hear more from us about this topic, let us know in the comments on our Reddit. We have an Instagram now, Elder Drunken Highlander, so come see us there. We'll be posting some stuff once in a while. I got
nothing better to do than sit on my phone like for a good majority of the time, so I'll respond to comments and stuff. If you kind of want to talk about this in the comments section, we'll both be responding. If you post about it on our subreddit, please, someone other than me make a post in the subreddit.
Oh my god, the memes have gotten so stale.
Hey, I got one with like 8 upvotes. If you enjoyed the video, let us know. If you didn't, then let us know, but still leave a like.
Yeah.
If you want to see more of our content, subscribe. Have a good one, everybody.
And remember, untap, upkeep.
drink. Oh, and advocate for your play group not to.
Oh yeah,
Magic
definitely.
If you're not a fan of the Secret Lair. If
Yep.
you are, then just don't listen to us.
Much love. They get better. They get a little better every time.